It's day 2 of Depeche Mode Week here at Video 1, updated for 1988, folks. Yes. All right, with us, Dave Gahan and Alan Wilder. And you guys on the road. Is it fun for you on the road? Do you have a good time?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of times when you get fed up, like anything, you know, and you're tired and you want to go home, you know, you've had enough. But most of the time it's really good. I mean, the concerts, we get spoiled with our audiences, you know, the concerts are always really good. And, you know, so sometimes it's like, you know, it's too good all the time, you know, because you start to, you lose that sort of appreciation, you know, of what's going on. So, yeah, I mean, you know, it does get tiring, you know.
Are there particular countries you look forward to playing?
Yeah, some are better than others. You know, the Latin countries the audiences tend to be a bit more crazy, you know. America's always good because there's a lot of variation between states, you know.
Right.
Whereas in Europe, if you're touring Germany, even though the audiences are really good, every town looks the same, you know, and it can get a bit boring for that reason. Same in England, really.
It seems that Depeche Mode have a particular affiliation with Germany, though. There seems to be, with the Hamburg concerts, I think it was, the live concerts that we'll be looking at tomorrow, and almost the percussion sounds sometimes seem to have almost a German feel. Do you ever feel that you get that kind of relationship with your German audiences?
Well, I think we're a very European-sounding band, you know, but I don't know. I don't think, you know, we don't feel we sound German or anything, you know. I don't.
Well, I mean, there's one or two sort of electro groups that we like that have come from Germany, like Kraftwerk and DAF and those kind of places. So I suppose there's that link, if you like.
But no, I mean, we don't feel like a German band at all.
You know, it's real hard to categorize your music as well. You've always had a dance feel to, particularly the singles. For example, I know there's you know, a lot of the tracks on the albums are slower and more involved, these singles, but that's about as far as you can get with the categorization of Depeche Mode, that the singles make you want to move, basically. You've always had like explosive percussion effects.
Yeah.
In fact, your biggest hit single in the States, I think, to date, People Are People,
yeah,
had incredible percussion,
yeah,
metallic sounds, etc.
Well, that was when we first really started exploring that sort of side of things, I would say, really,
yeah,
with that single.
We got much more interested at that stage in the sampling technique, you know, and one of the obvious things to do with it was to find lots of bits of metal and things lying around and just sample them and see what noises.
Dash away, you know, and it was good fun. You know, I mean, it was good. That was when we first started using things like the synclavier and stuff like that, where you can take any sound and play it on a keyboard, you know, and stuff, you know, which is really interesting, which we're still doing now, you know, we're still learning all the time, really.
How about megaphones? What's this megaphone loudspeaker motif? I first noticed that in the video for See You, which actually opens with a close-up of a kind of a megaphone on a British Rail platform.
Yeah,
that's just coincidence.
That was coincidence, yeah.
There's been an idea which came from our graphic designer, Martin Atkins, to come up with this idea of a speaker, but to give the kind of ironic element which the title has, Music for the Masses, to put this speaker in a setting which wasn't really to do with the masses at all, but it was in fact the opposite, and was
no one at the countryside or whatever.
So you end up with this kind of eerie thing where you get these speakers and megaphones in the middle of a setting that doesn't suit it at all, like a desert or
a mountain, you know.
And the title, I take it, is Music for the Masses is not a sellout on Depeche Mode's part. You haven't suddenly done cover versions of Janet Jackson's.
No, I mean, that's the whole thing. It's tongue-in-cheek, you know, like the title was very tongue-in-cheek, and as Alan said, you know, ironic in the way that, you know, we don't feel that, you know, we do sell to the masses. I mean, maybe we should be selling to the masses. More people should be getting into Depeche Mode that are sort of people that would not listen to us at all, you know, for their reasons. But, you know, we're not like a mass band.
We're not. So we've got to write a song.
We're not, you know, we're not Michael Jackson, and you know.
But strangely enough, the first single from the album, Strange Love, crossed over from beyond the K-Rock and the new music stations to stations like, you know, the Powers and the Kisses of America.
Yeah.
So that was almost an irony in itself, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, it's something that you can't plan. You can never plan that sort of thing. I mean, it just happens, you know. And if you suddenly get picked up, and we've been coming to America now for a long time, and now we're able to play to huge audiences across America. And we're still in the same sort of position where we're playing almost to more people than we actually sell records, you know. So, and that's a strange position to be in. So we feel that eventually it's
basically we have a block with the radio station.
Yeah,
yeah. Eventually it's the crossover. Well, we're going to play the first single from the album Music for the Masses right now, and this one did cross over. And this is Strange Love, and we'll see you again tomorrow in the same clothes. The Depeche Mode.
Bring on the